Ever wondered what goes into producing the essential item in our bathroom? Yes, we're talking about toilet paper. This seemingly simple product has a rich history dating back to the 6th century AD in China. From its humble beginnings as a luxury item for the elite, toilet paper has evolved into an indispensable part of our daily lives. Imagine a world without it. Today, this humble role is not just for bathroom hygiene, but serves multiple purposes. From nose care, wiping up spills, removing makeup, to even small bathroom cleaning chores. The global consumption of toilet paper is staggering. The average American alone goes through over 100 rolls each year. This immense demand has turned the toilet paper industry into a behemoth, generating a whopping $100 billion worldwide. Who could have imagined that such a simple product could have such a significant impact? Now that we know how vital toilet paper is, it's time to unravel the process of its creation. The journey of toilet paper begins with raw materials, but what are these raw materials, you might ask? Well, at the heart of every roll of toilet paper are two essential elements: wood and water. Let's start with wood. Wood is the primary source of cellulose fibers, the building blocks of paper. Forests, particularly those managed sustainably, are the main providers of this invaluable resource. For every tree that is cut down for toilet paper production, several more are planted to ensure a continuous supply of wood and to maintain the health of our planet. Now, let's talk about water. It plays a crucial role in the production process, acting as a medium for transporting, cleaning, and depositing the cellulose fibers. The water used in the process is typically drawn from nearby sources and is treated before and after use to minimize environmental impact. With raw materials in hand, it's time to move on to the first step of production. The first step in the production is transforming these raw materials into pulp. This process, known as pulping, is where the journey from tree to toilet paper truly begins. So, what exactly is pulping? Well, it's a process that breaks down the raw materials, which are typically wood chips, into a soft, mushy substance. This is achieved by combining the raw materials with water and chemicals in a large container called a digester. The concoction is then heated to a high temperature, which helps to break down the wood chips into individual fibers. These fibers are the heart and soul of our toilet paper. They give it that soft and gentle texture we all know and love, but before they can fulfill their destiny, they need to go through a little bit of a cleanse. This cleansing process involves removing any unwanted substances such as lignin, a component of the wood that gives it its brown color and can weaken the paper. To do this, the pulp is washed and screened, effectively filtering out these impurities. But we're not done yet. After all, toilet paper isn't brown, is it? To give it that clean white appearance, the pulp undergoes a process called bleaching. This involves treating the pulp with chemicals that remove any remaining color. It's a bit like giving the pulp a makeover, transforming it from a muddy brown to a pristine white. And there you have it, the pulping process in a nutshell. It's a complex series of steps, but it's all worth it in the end. After all, it's this process that takes us from raw wood chips to the soft, fluffy pulp that forms the basis of our toilet paper. But don't think the journey ends here. After the pulping process, we have a clean, white pulp ready to be transformed into paper. This pulp then moves on to the next stage of production, where it will be turned into the toilet paper we use every day. There's still a lot more to learn about this everyday item, so stay tuned for the next part of our journey. With pulp ready, we now enter the fascinating process of paper making. Our journey begins with the pulp, a waterlogged, fibrous mixture that bears little resemblance to the end product. This pulp is spread onto a wide, moving screen, almost like a conveyor belt. The screen vibrates, shaking off the excess water and allowing the pulp to form an even layer. The water drains away, leaving behind a layer of interwoven fibers that we can start to recognize as paper. The next step is drying. The wet layer of pulp is passed through large heated rollers. As the water evaporates, the individual fibers in the pulp begin to bond together, forming a solid sheet. Here's the fun part. This sheet of paper is then scraped off with a large metal blade. It's almost like peeling a layer of skin from a fruit. But here, it's a large, continuous sheet of paper. This newly formed paper sheet isn't the soft, delicate material we're familiar with. Not yet. At this stage, it's coarse and rough, so it's sent through a machine called a calender, which has large, heavy rollers. These rollers press the paper, giving it a smooth, even finish. The paper also gains a bit of shine here, transforming from a dull, matte surface to a slightly glossy one. Finally, the paper is wound onto large rolls, each measuring several feet in diameter. These aren't the small bathroom-friendly rolls we're used to, but industrial-sized giants. Each roll contains enough paper for thousands of individual toilet rolls. With that, we've transformed a slurry of water and fibers into large rolls of paper, each one a stepping stone on the path to becoming the toilet paper we use every day. But wait, we're not done yet. These large rolls are just the starting point. There's still a long way to go before this paper can hang proudly in your bathroom. This process gives us large rolls of paper, but we are not yet at the finish line. Our large rolls of paper now need to be transformed into the familiar rolls we see in our bathrooms. Now it's time to give the large rolls their final form. The transformation begins with the large rolls being fed into machines that cut them into smaller, more manageable rolls. This process is precise and swift, ensuring that the rolls are cut into the exact dimensions required for our bathroom dispensers. But the journey is not over yet. The freshly cut rolls are not quite ready for our homes. They still lack a critical characteristic that we all appreciate: their softness. To achieve this, the rolls are embossed. This process not only gives the toilet paper its signature quilted pattern, but also increases its softness and absorption capacity. The embossing process is a delicate balance into making it. From the factory, the toilet paper embarks on its final journey to your home. Once the toilet paper rolls have been packaged, they're ready for distribution. This is where our unsung heroes, the logistics and distribution teams, come into play. They ensure that the toilet paper is transported safely from the factories to various points of sale, be it grocery stores, supermarkets, or online retailers. It all starts with loading the packaged rolls onto trucks, which are then driven to distribution centers, often located strategically to serve a specific region. The distribution centers are like the nerve center of operations, buzzing with activity as they coordinate the delivery of products to various retail outlets. Here, the rolls are sorted according to their destination and loaded onto different trucks once again. It's a logistical ballet of sorts, a choreographed routine ensuring that each store gets its fair share of toilet paper. But the journey doesn't end there. Once the toilet paper reaches the stores, it's placed on shelves, ready for you to add to your shopping cart. If you're an online shopper, the process is slightly different. In this case, once you've placed your order, the toilet paper is picked from the warehouse, packed, and dispatched for delivery. Whether it's a delivery van bringing it to your door or you picking it up from a store, the journey of the toilet paper concludes as it finds its way into your home. This humble roll of paper has traveled miles, passed through numerous hands, and undergone an intricate process before it reaches its final destination, your bathroom. And there, in the quiet moments of solitude, it serves its purpose, a purpose that's often taken for granted. So the next time you're in the bathroom reaching for that roll of toilet paper, take a moment to appreciate the journey it has undergone. Next time you reach for that roll of toilet paper, remember the intricate process that goes into making it.